Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It's January 22nd, 2024, and recently I went to the Moncton Stamp Fair. So I did a video on that, showing you me at the Stamp Fair, and the premise behind it was I was going to see what I could get for a budget. My budget was $100. So for you, you might say that's a lot of money. Some say that's not enough money, but I want to see what I could get quality-wise, quantity-wise as well. And I did a subsequent video, part 1, that showed you the first $59 I spent. I did stay under budget for the day. I came in at $99. So in the first $59 that I showed you things that I bid at auction and won, and some collections that I bought along the way. And you know, you kind of buy things in bulk and you get a discount on it. Well, today I'm going to show you what I got for that last $40 and what section I got it in. And you might say, are you trying to appeal to the hip young crowd by wearing that sweater? No, you probably weren't saying that at all. You probably weren't saying, is he dyeing his hair, his beard gray? Nope, not doing that either. What it is it's quite cold here. It was minus 25 when I was out working today with the wind chill. So since I've been home from work, I have put on a sweater. I've got some blankets around. Even though the heat's on, I'm trying to warm up my insides as much as trying to get back to a regular. All right, I don't know why I went on that tangent. I just saw myself in the sweater and thought I should probably mention it. All right, so if you're tuning in for the first time, make sure you subscribe, like, leave positive comments, and share with other people. If you haven't seen some of the other videos I've done on stamps and that's what you're interested in, you can go check those out in the playlist. Also, there'll probably be some links at the end of this that you can go back and check out part A and maybe even the Moncton Stamp Fair that I went to. But today, I want to talk about the 10-cent area. So that was the last area that I spent the last $40 in. And at my particular show that I went to, they have a table where they have collections of stamps, and you can flip through all the binders, and any stamp inside of it is only going to cost you 10 cents. Also, if you're buying in bulk, like I did, I bought $40 worth of stuff, they threw in a few of the extra ones for free too. So I didn't pay every one of them for 10 cents, as you will see. If you count them along the way, if you're so bored, you're going to see that I bought more than that. So yeah, so they have them in binders, or they had some cardboard boxes with sleevelets in them, and you could go and take out the stamps from those as well. And sometimes there was 3 or 4 stamps in a sleeve. You just take out one, that was 10 cents. If you wanted to buy the whole sleeve, then they would just count the whole thing up. So they had about 4 boxes of those as well. So what I've done is I've organized them mostly by country. I put them in here. When I was at the stamp show, my friend Kyler was there, and he brought some gifts for me, which was super kind. But he gave me some stamp pages that goes inside binders. And so I've used those to organize the stamps so I can show you them today. And they, like I said, they're mostly in country order. There were a few that when I got to the end, I didn't realize that I hadn't put them in the same pile. So they're slightly out of order. So please forgive me when we get to that. Let's flip it around. Show you what I got. Well, we'll get in nice and close. We'll open up this binder and you can see the first things I got were a bunch of Newfoundland stamps and some really nice quality ones too. There'll be some duplicates in here, but not too many. So when I went to the stamp fair, there were certain stamps that I was looking for. I specifically were looking for things from World War II or before. I had a certain interest based on what was coming up in my stamp of the month. But when I saw these Newfoundland stamps, I was like, I gotta take these too. Now I did, if you watch part A, you'll notice that I did bid on a binder full of Newfoundland stamps that I won. I paid $10 for the whole lot of them. And I probably got just as many Newfoundland stamps going through the 10 cents books as I did from the collection I bought in the auction. Once again, you can see these pages that Kyler gave me, putting them to great use. And some really nice stamps there. Now, there were these ones as well. I didn't have them in, but you can see the sleevelet. There was a sleevelet with 4 stamps in it. I just bought the whole sleeve. So kind of a nice presentation. I really like that, and it gives me an idea going forward too. So here you can see some from Ukraine. I have been trying to build up my father's collection for Ukraine because he didn't have very much. So going through the 10-cent book, I really found that there was quite a few good ones in there. And sometimes you find mint stamps as well as the used. Traditionally, though, they are all hinged in these books. So I may have found some of the mint ones in the leaflets when I was going through that weren't hinged. And I'm sure there are people out there that are jumping out that are saying, oh, you got either a great deal on this stamp or, you know, that was a super common one, maybe not even worth 10 cents. I don't know. I'll listen to your opinions after. You can leave them in the comments. There's one from Cuba. There's a couple from Costa Rica. I just like the shape of these ones. So they didn't fall into my original parameters of what I was looking for in a stamp. But I saw them and was like, I really like that stamp. So I picked that up. Southern Rhodesia. So two of the exact same stamps. I bought both of them. Some nice ones from New Zealand. I really like the overprint. For whatever reason, I'm getting into those a lot, the overprints. And, you know, I love shape stamps, so of course I got that as well. And you can see some more overprints here. Sometimes it's overprints for the value of the stamp, and sometimes it's the location of the stamp. So we'll get into as well. Yeah, a nice official overprint there. And there's a whole bunch more of the official overprints. Western Samoa. And then this whole souvenir sheet was in there, which I was really shocked to see that. So I grabbed that one as well. The Cook Islands. And these were a variation in color, so I grabbed both colors there. Fiji. St. Lucia. So if you're very observant, you might catch on what my theme is going to be for Stamp of the Month coming up in February. There are some examples in here. And there, Saint Pierre Miquelon. That was another one of these stamps I saw. It was like, I think I want that one. You know, we've got Gibraltar, Tasmania, Trinidad and Tobago. Right now, if I had to say what my favorite time period to collect, it's going to be in the 30s and 40s. I really liked the design of stamps back then. And this is giving you a global impression, mostly from a British Empire perspective, of course. St. Vincent. But I really liked how these stamps are made. The designs of them, the intricacies of them. Strait Settlements, Malawi. Turks and Caicos, Swaziland. Now, this is New Caledonia. I picked those ones up too because of my friend Ambre, because he got me interested in that area. Also, I'd gotten a nice card from Andre and Merritt when they'd visited too. They were here in Wallis and Fortuna. See the overprint, and there's one from Luxembourg. The only reason I grabbed that was because it had that beautiful overprint of official. C'est Lyon. Once again, you got some really nice overprints. Some nice themes too. Some of these stamps are like, oh, I just loved how they looked. For 10 cents, you kind of keep grabbing stamps. You probably could have grabbed the whole book and still made off at a good deal. And there are places like this, islands, that I'd never heard of. But saw the stamps, I was like, they're really nice. How about South Africa? That really long stamp. You know how I like shapes and sizes, so I had to have that one too. And I managed to get 3 of the exact same stamp. And 2 of these ones. This I thought was really interesting. So they have the large size and the small size of the exact same image. British Solomon Islands. Malta. Overprints of the self-governance. I really like that too, from 1947. Republic of Panama. Gambia. Cyprus. And you'll see that there's a pattern within the British Empire during a certain period of time where they all have like-minded stamps, so they kind of put out the same stamp with their own title across. Jamaica. So sometimes when I was picking the stamps, it's like, did I already pick that stamp? Did I already get it? So that's why you may see there's duplicates, because I may have grabbed it twice, not realizing I'd already pulled it from the book. Some nice giraffe stamps there. Smokey probably would enjoy. Kenya, Uganda, quite a few stamps from there. So here's a prime example. You can see all these different countries have basically the exact same stamp with just their name on it. Showing the strength of unity within the empire. It's kind of the idea behind it. Here we have some Nazi Germany stamps. Adolf Hitler. So these are ones, again, that, you know, some people collect, some people don't collect. I know there were a few in my father's collection. And so I thought, well, let's pick them up and then I'll fill in some of the holes that maybe he was missing. But they do make me a little nervous having them. I know it's a part of history, but I saw someone recently had posted that they posted an image of Hitler on a stamp on Instagram and it got banned. So it's part of history. It's not good history, but it is part of history. And here you can see there's actually a couple Canadian ones there too with the government overprints. And I believe that is it. So all of these stamps at 10 cents a piece came to $40 for me. Do you see any in there that really jump out, that maybe have a value much higher than I paid for them? I think that not only did I stay on budget by coming in at $99, I think I got some really good deals too along the way. That, you know, if you saw the first part, I got some penny reds. Those were some nice stamps. I got some really nice collections along the way. I got a Newfoundland collection. I got a whole bunch of first day covers too. And now I got all these stamps that I have to fill in the holes where my father was missing some. Also, for future videos, I'll have some of these. You'll see them again as I'm talking about different stamps. And there is another Moncton Stamp Fair coming up in February. So I plan on going back again and seeing what else I can get. I definitely will be at the 10-cent table. Bang for your buck. If you have a 10-cent table, go to it. It's a great way to start a stamp collection. It is a great way to fill in some holes. You can go with your Scott catalog and or page numbers that you're missing the exact stamps. Go through and find them. Yeah, I can't say enough about, as a stamp collector, if you have the opportunity to go to a stamp club, a stamp fair, there are a bunch of other people there that have the same passion as you do for stamps. Everyone is very friendly. They're willing to help out. I know Kyler and I were sitting together going through the stamp books, and there was another gentleman there as well. And Kyler had an idea what I was looking for. I kind of know some of the things that he likes. And so when we flipped through a book, if I saw a stamp there that I thought that, you know, was a great stamp, I might want it, but something that Kyler was looking for, I'd say, hey, do you have this one? Do you want this one? And kind of give him a heads up. We got there early enough, and it was kind of a storm day too, so there weren't a lot of people that came. So we really had an opportunity to get first at these books and pick through. So if you are going to a show that maybe has a lot more people and you tend to go a little later to get to the show, you're going to miss out on some opportunities. So make sure you get there early. That's another tip. Make sure you kind of do a walk around the room, see what people are offering. And then if there's an auction table, you want to make sure maybe you go through, see if there's some things you want to put a bid in on. You can do that too. But see what people have. See if there is a discount table or a 10-cent table or a shilling table. I don't know, whatever, pence table, whatever denominations you're dealing with in your country. I'm sure there's some bargains to be had. So thanks again for tuning in, finding out how the end of my budget experience went at the stamp fair. I will be back to stamp fair again, so I'm going to make sure that I take you with me and show you what I can get along the way as well. All right, for now, go check out some of the videos you might have missed, and have a wonderful week. What? Have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?